Welcome back. I disappeared for a little bit. I hope everyone had a nice holiday break. Let's get back to making music. That's what we really want to be doing here, right? What's our holiday interactions if we don't have any cool music to show, right? So today I want to talk about a really useful technique that makes it so that you can pretty much clip as loud as you want with minimal distortion. It all starts with limiting the sub at around -3, -4 dB, somewhere around that range, to make it so that it's not crossing the threshold and adding some nasty distortion. It's super useful if your track is clipping and you have no idea why, and it's just like, oh man, the sounds sound good on their own, but when the sub plays, it's destroying everything. This is probably it. Like, you really need to limit your sub and make sure it's not going into any clippers, unless that's the desired effect, which 9 times out of 10 it's not. And if you want a really clean mix, you need to limit the sub. So on this track here, I'm limiting the sub at -3.50 dB, and I'm also boosting into that. So I'll play this so that you just hear what it sounds like. Alright, so you get the idea. Basically, there's a lot of sub, and it's not clipping. It's not audibly clipping to where it's like sounds nasty and disgusting. Unless it is to you, then this isn't the video for you. But yeah, so basically what you want to do in your main instrument bus, if you have a main instrument bus, or you want to do it directly on the sub, you could do that as well. But what I would do is I would take a multiband dynamics. You can use any multiband dynamics. I personally like the Ableton one, but you could also use M Dynamics MB from Melda, which is a really good alternative to multiband dynamics. Sometimes I'll use that. Sometimes I'll use this. Depends what I'm in the mood for. So normally sub sits everywhere under 100. That's where I imagine sub to be. So anything under 100, I don't want to ever go past -3 dB. So I'm going to put in -3 dB. Actually, we'll go even safer, and we'll do -3.5 like I had earlier. So the lower you make the attack, the faster it's going to start compressing. Once you get too low, it starts to add some distortion, and we don't really want that. So we'll say 40 milliseconds is all right, and then maybe 150 for the release. And then here's the most important part: is this on this side, the above. I'm going to bring that down to infinity or infinite. The ratio is 1 to infinite. And what that does is it makes it so that for every dB that comes out, it will compress it by an infinite amount until it is -3.50 dB. And that's pretty much all we need to do before we go into a clipper or a limiter to make sure that our sub is not going to destroy the rest of the sounds. So if we're compressing a bunch of things together or clipping a bunch of things together and the sub is hitting really loud, we can simulate that really quick. So we'll just put standard clip on here, and we won't compress, and we're just going to turn the volume of everything below 100 up, and you'll hear how it distorts the entire bus. So we can push it 20 dB. It's really not distorting that much. But without the multiband dynamics, it's like without the multiband dynamics, it's completely destroying every other sound. With it, so if you want clean and you want loud, you need to limit the sub. That's the secret sauce for loudness, bottom line. Let's turn this volume back up here. So we'll try another example here on the kick. And so everything below 127 is going to be limited. So we can turn the volume up. We'll put a standard clip at the end, just so we have a visual representation. Right? I'm going to put this up 20 dB. Now, without it, it doesn't sound good. You don't want to do this. You want to use this tastefully, but you can tell a lot of it is preserved. You could preserve it even more. So essentially, what we're doing is we're not allowing it to pass a certain point, and because of that, we're not getting that crazy, gnarly, like low-end distortion, farty sound. So, recap, if a bunch of things are clipping in your track, and you have absolutely no idea why, there's a high likelihood it's the low end. So what you can do is you can either reduce the volume of the low end, which a lot of times you don't really want to do. You like the levels that they're at, but you need to reduce that low end in order to eliminate that clipping sound. Just a quick little tip. I hope that helped. Let me know if you guys want more mixing tips. There are a lot of, subtle things to help your mix stand out, make things really pop. Let me know if you guys want some mixing stuff. But yeah, hope you have a good day.